FBTV Radio. My name is Mike. Friday morning. We do it every Friday morning, 10 a.m. We get together for an hour or so. Live. We're live from the double wide in the middle of the pasture. No, we're not in a double wide in the middle of the pasture. As I kind of said the other day, I worked at a radio station that was in a double wide in the middle of the pasture. It was a country station. Kind of worked, you know. All right. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, our videos, do that. We'd appreciate it. Go to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, keep notified, things like that. Something you need to be made aware of is soon we are going to be doing some live streaming on YouTube. Now, with that said, if you have visited our website, freightbrokertv.com, you have found a menu item that says FBTV Insider. Matter of fact, you'll see some links all over the website on Freight Broker TV talking about FBTV Insider. And FBTV Insider, you can join free, and you'll have access to all of the content we produce in one nice little easy-to-use area. But if you want the inside content, got to subscribe. It's pretty cheap, less than $25 a year, less than $3 a month. But you're going to get access to our live video feeds for insiders only. You're going to hear it before... You're going to hear it first. You're going to be able to see it first. You know, our podcast, our videos, things like that we post on YouTube and such. You're going to have access to all of that stuff. You know, something else we just started doing this week, FBTV Morning Coffee. We get together a couple of minutes every morning, and we talk about one topic. Cup of 2 or 3 minutes, have a cup of coffee, it's over. Start your day off right. Join me for FBTV Morning Coffee. If it's not on your favorite podcast app yet, it will be. Okay, the government wasting money again. Okay, that's kind of a redundant statement. But anyway, FMCSA to study the cause of deadly semi-crashes. Let's see, in a request for information document to be published in the Federal Register on January 15th, a couple of days ago, the FMCSA announced plans to begin a groundbreaking new study into the casual factors in large truck crashes. They're calling it the Large Truck Crash Casual Factor Study, or LTCCFS. We're all initials anymore. Have you noticed that? Everything's a letter. We can't just say the word, and we got to come up. Don't even get me. You know, the space program. The space program today, if they were to send somebody to the moon, it'd probably be the name for it would probably be 2 miles long. It wouldn't be Apollo like we had back in the 60s. They'd make it something that was, anyway, that's the world today, you know? All right. FMCSA pointed to a rise of truck crash fatalities as a reason for the study. Says they're seeking information on how best to design and conduct a study to identify factors contributing to all FMCSA reportable large truck crashes, tow-away injury, and fatality. FMCSA laid out 3 specific goals for the LTCCFS study. 1, evaluate crashes involving large trucks, identify emerging trends. Monitor crash trends and identify causes and contributing factors. And 3, developed effective safety improvement policies and programs. Now, here's the kicker. This announcement for the LTCCFS comes just a couple of months after where some new stats showed an uptick in fatal crashes involving large trucks in 2018 that corresponded with the first full year of ELDs. ELD's not proven to be that. I understand, but ELDs, I don't know. That's just too limiting. Get them out of the truck. Never going to happen. They're there. Too many people making money off of them. Too many lobbyists getting paid by the ELD manufacturers to keep the ELDs in a truck. Forget it. They're there forever. Not coming out. Now, during a similar study conducted by the FMCSA in 2001 to 2003, the FMCSA said that a primary finding of the study was that in the vast majority of crashes where the critical reason for the crash was assigned to the large truck, it was attributed to a driver-related action or inaction. In other words, let's blame the driver. Landline had an article come out day before yesterday. Jamie Jones wrote this article, and I agree with you, Jamie. She's talking about a crash causation study conducted back in 2006. Back at that's 14 years ago, but everybody was pretty sure, at least people in the industry, that this study was going to prove what everybody already knew, that truckers were not the cause of crashes in most cases. But the 2006 study did none of that. The study didn't report who was at fault. It focused on pre-collision events. Now, here's an example that was cited throughout the methodology summary. Okay. A truck turns across the path of an oncoming car at an intersection. The critical event is the truck's turn across the path of the other vehicle. Now, the truck had the turn arrow. The driver observed the oncoming vehicle and assumed that the oncoming vehicle would stop because if he's got an arrow, obviously the oncoming vehicle would have a red light. You'd think that right, but you'd be wrong. Right-of-way, which is captured separately, does not necessarily determine the critical event because the collision may still be avoidable. Uh-oh. How many times have we heard these words? Preventable? Non-preventable? So you see, the critical reason is false assumption of other road users' actions. So now, if you're not familiar with preventable or non-preventable, yeah, no way you could have avoided it. It's going to happen. Preventable, that's kind of what this is indicating. If you would have saw that car coming, yielded just a little bit to make sure that car was going to stop, you as the driver could have prevented that accident. Preventable is not always the legal interpretation. Now see, even though the car would have been at fault because it ran the red light, it ran into the truck, the safety director at the trucking company could have looked at that as a preventable accident for the simple reason the driver's got to be thinking ahead about that stuff. So that's what they're talking about here. And this is why this study is honestly kind of goofy. We know the reason. More times than not, okay, I tell you what, you take some of them people that want to do this study, they're trying to figure this out, make them get in a truck. Ride in a truck for a week, 10 days. You'll figure it out real quick once you ride in that truck for a week or 10 days where the problem lies. Trust me.